Welcome, dear visitor, to the Villemere Inn. If this one is here to drink or eat, the tavern keeper is this way. Oh, yes, forgive Gajit. She is going to present herself, obviously. Kojendra, member of the Imperial Academy of Alchemists and an associated scribe of the Council of Healers. But she is here as a priestess of Mara, really, to help with today's celebration. Oh, so this one has heard about the services the inn provides for this week. It's not that common to have people traveling in small villages for festivals. The tavern keeper was worried that everyone will simply gather in big halls and cities without knowing he provides the same things here. That is really a great blessing for us all. So, for the first day, we do have 3 rooms to offer for one night, be it for couples, of course, or with friends, family, or even for this one own self-care. Really, any kind of love and affection are celebrated today. However, this inn is offering some very unique services compared to big cities, even Riften or Forkrith, which are not that far from here. Indeed, this one is going to have all the room adjusted to preferences, colors, bedding, candles, environmental spells, and so on. Of course, food and drinks are going to be served. But that is not all. Kajendra is an alchemist, remember? Well, the tavern keeper has a good instinct, for special potions are here for sale, perfumes and balms too, and not everybody would have the chance to get it directly from a member of the Imperial Academy of Alchemists. Kajit can tell you that. Speaking of self-care, the inn offers thermal baths directly from the volcanic water that surrounds the area. No worries to have. This one will not have to go through the wilderness and bathing in the middle of mammoths, giants, smilodons and wolves. And last but not least, dear visitor, Ivarstead village is near the throat of the world, Skyrim's highest mountain, where masters of the voice reside and the dragonborn goes. Does this one have ever heard or seen the effect of the dragonborn's shouts? Well, here in Ivarstead, this one will have a chance to hear a very special shout directly from the mountain summit. And beautiful northern lights are certainly going to burst out in colors tonight. Well, enough speaking, dear visitor. Please, let Kajit takes the bags and leads you upstairs. Here we are. This room is called the Twin Owls Suite. It is this one's property for the rest of the day, the night and tomorrow morning until noon. Please take a look around. Is everything at this one's convenience? That's great to hear. Of course, as Kashit said earlier, the bedding colors and fabric can be changed, as well as the candles, the ambience perfume, the spells, and so on. Kojendra is going to find the tavern keeper to alert him and to provide this one all the papers that are needed. Meanwhile, the visitor can go downstairs to appreciate or welcome amuse-bouche, a free sample of the foods and drinks available during this week. And here, the twin old sweet skis. Congratulations, friend. Oh, greetings. You must be the new owner of one of our 3 rooms, isn't it? Well, we all saw the priestess taking you upstairs, and they are mostly regular clients here, shall I say. Here, take a seat. Our amuse-bouche consists of small crunchy chicken dumplings, soft mini sweet rolls, and birch cookies with a scrumptious snowberry and jasper grape sauce. With that, you have an exquisite Lavender Cordial. It has a creamy flavor to it, a comforting, silky texture too, and as a demi-sec wine, as we say at home in High Rock, it will make you wonder how honey can't reach such perfection. What a shame that there are not so much varieties of cheese here in Skyrim. A lot of them mixes so well with the right wines. Nonetheless, it is definitely going to leave your eyes sparkling. I can promise that. Are you ready to try our amuse-bouche? Or do you need some time before? Perfect. You will definitely not regret your travel to Ivarstead. Let me serve you the appetizer. warm, seared, crunchy chicken dumplings with a cheddar and peppery berries based filling. Their flavor is sublimate with some winter ale to add a little hint of prickly and piney aftertaste. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask us. We are here for that today. And as a Breton from High Rock, I wish you, in my language, bon appétit. Yes. Oh, how did you find the dumplings? That is wonderful. The harsh winter last year definitely helped to strengthen the ale flavor. It is not every day that you can taste something like that. Next, here is an assortment of pastries. sweet rolls, even if they are smaller than usual, and birch cookies. The sweet rolls are fluffy and soft. But hide a melting chestnut cream heart that just waits to be found. The birch cookies are much healthy because they are coated with a Strath Mackay rum based icing. As their name suggests, they are flavored with a thick birch syrup. All of that is served with a snowberry and raspberry grape sauce. It has quite a stunning zesty relish to it. And it gives off a velvety feeling. And nothing is best than a lightly smoked berry to go along such a dessert. Feel free to ask for more berry if you need to. Was everything alright? You're very much welcome. Let me clear the table. And finally, last but not least, the digestif. As I mentioned earlier, it is a Lavender Cordial. It is made out of white Rune lavender syrup, demi-sec wine from Iraq, Cyrodiilic brandy, and canis root essence. This is one of our most renowned drinks. The tavern keeper's great grandfather created this recipe long ago. Unfortunately, the war is making the trading routes unsafe. We have difficulties to import more Cyrodiilic brandy as much as other imperial goods, to be honest. So you're tasting a rarity. Take all the time you need, and after that, I'm sure the gadget priestess you saw earlier is going to be ready to help you customize your room for the evening. exquisite, wasn't it? Well, nothing less to properly begin the celebrations. Springs is not going to be lenient by itself otherwise. Thank you for coming, and I wish you a lovely day. Kajit says this one has finished to it. Was it worth travelling here? That is wonderful to hear. The tavern keeper is well aware of the room granted now, so he has given Cassandra the list of things available for the decorations that match its design. It's better going upstairs again. We'll discuss about the list, and some samples are already placed there. Very well, this one can sit here. First thing first, here is the list of the bedding material and colors available right now. It has brought some samples too. All the mattresses we have are made out of linen. Can be stuffed with either white Rune cotton mercenary successively cleaned out a giant camp in the tundra the previous month, the tavern still has mammoth wool in stock. Here is an example. This one can touch it to check its quality. As this mammoth has been hunted down during the coldest month, it grows this thick and very soft winter undercoat. It was heavily prepared and processed in order to remove any unwanted scent. Don't worry. The mammoth wool stuffing is quite uncommon, so this is the only payable option of the three presented. Of course, all the basic and ordinary decorations are free for this night. Only rare or high quality ones are payable, so don't worry. The full room can be decorated without a septim if needed. The visitor can find all the prices here. For example, it's 12 septims to have the mattress stuffed with mammoth wool. But nothing equals its warmth and softness. Just below this line, there is the price for other option, but it concerns the pillows. Again, the basic stuffing is cotton or wool. But if wanted, they can be stuffed with down. For an extra 3 septims. But this is really fluffy, ideal for resting. put some flowers inside to give off a soothing, relaxing and pleasant fragrance. Here, Kojendra has brought some. We have lavender. It's really calming. And it can ease tensions after long days. Then she has purple mountain flowers. Their scent is so appealing and catchy. Anyone feels more motivated when smelling them. Both flower type cost 2 centimes per pillow stuffed. But it's really worth it. Very well. Then the sheet is always linen, but this one can choose between 3 colors as the samples show. There is this creamy white one. Which is undyed linen, but whitened thanks to alteration magic. Then there is the deep, passionate red. With a red mountain flower tie. finally, we have a near golden one. It is tied with dragon tongue's petals. This is quite a bright color. Does any of these nuances call the most? What a great choice! About the blankets, we mix a wool one and a linen one, and then we add a fur coverlet. As in this time of sundown month, it's still pretty cold during the night. The colorations of the blankets are the same as the sheets, so this one can choose again. However, the wool one can't be dyed golden, but rather it can come with a delicate light grey hue. Look at that softness. For the fur coverlet, the visitor can choose between the elk, the rabbit, or wolf one. And for payable options, there are the bears or the Smilodon one. additional 15 centimes. The bear one is quite common, but highly demanded. We even have the Arctic Smilodon one, imported directly from Dawnstar, but it will cost 154 centimes for the night. It's quite expensive to care about, but it looks absolutely gorgeous with its black dots and silvery shade. So, which one does the visitor want? Alright, Cassandra is writing it down. Well, that is enough for the bedding. Now we can focus on the shrine. Based on today's celebration, the two relevant shrines we can bring are Mara's one, to bless family, wedding, love, healing and health, or Tibella's one, to bless beauty, pleasure and art. This one can even ask to not have any shrine inside the room, as we put both in the main hall of the tavern already. They are beautiful nonetheless, and the blessing of the divines are always a good thing to be reminded of. Our shrines are made of engraved stone and molded brass. Good. As a priestess, Kajit can't disapprove this. Then the with Golden Glow Estates hives beeswax, which produce a sweet scent unlike the ones made of animals' fat. The visitor can ask for numerous candles, up to 10, and select between 3 sizes: small, medium, and large ones. However, we can't provide more than 2 of the large one. Here, take a look. This is a small one. Perfect to put on tables. They burn for about 4 to 5 hours. Then the medium ones. Perfect to put on windowsill or in front of a shrine or a bed. They provide light for nearly 8 to 10 hours. And finally, the large ones. This is our biggest size, and they are made to be on the floor exclusively. They can outlast any other kind. As they last for more than 2 days. And they can easily illuminate a third of a room without flinching. How many and what kind of candles does this one want? Okay. Very good. we propose environmental spells that will make the whole room a lot more impressive and enjoyable. Does this one see the staves Koshendra has with her? Well, this room has 2 increased staves in the walls, which is why it's called the Twin Owls Suite. We only have to change the soul gem to modify the spell produced by the staff. If this one look at these 2 small recesses right there, this is where the soul gems goes. As each staff is hidden inside the walls. However, here Koshendra has the samples spell staffs, so this one can see the effects clearly. First, we have 2 basic illuminating spells. Mage light and candlelight. Kajit doesn't know how familiar the visitor is with the bells. But to remind this one, the mage light spell creates a ball of light that sticks where it falls. Candlelight, however, means that the ball of light whether follows the nearest person in the room or gently wanders through the air. Of course, as the staffs are directed upwards, it means the light can be directed towards the ceiling with enough power if needed. Let Kajit shows you. The other options are whether a calming or a courage spell, which are not directed directly towards someone, of course, but slowly fills the air in magicka. as a payable option. The staves can be prepared as to be in their lowest power and casting a flame spell, which will not produce any flame at all, as the power will be too low, but a mesmerizing, warm and glowing ray of dusk-like light, even during the night. The same can be done with the lightning spell, which will produce a deep purplish royal blue light for an eerie feeling. This is one of Kojendra's favorite. Take a look at that. Sublime, isn't it? Spells like that cost 5 septims if this one is interested in them. What an excellent decision! This one seems really attuned with quality products. Kujendra is quite impressed. Finally, the visitor definitely has to have a flower bouquet in this room, as well as an ambience perfume. There are two main options here. The first is to select the plant species together to create a personalized bouquet, but the second is quite bold, as it appears random. Let Kojendra explain this. The surprise bouquet is all about trusting the divines, as a divination method is used to choose the plants, so that the bouquet in itself is meant to be a mystic message towards the visitor, a message that is worth describing by oneself. It can lead to some meditation or even meaningful and sweet dreams. So, what does this one want? Interesting. Of course, Kojendra is pleased as she is a priestess after all. Let's take a deep breath. And some incense. greatness of all, thee who knows the importance of love, thine devoted servant asked thee for the love of self, and not only of others. We need thy insight, for thee are the node maker. Please allow thy humble priestess to see their thread of fate as flowers of gold and sugar. Thank thee, lioness, as thine cashit has well received thine present. May long thee reign, so be it. Well, Mara answered with a vision, but Koshendra has to complete it with some runes. It will not take too long, be reassured. Everything is clear now. Koshendra can start to make this one's bouquet, and she will end the decoration of the room with some ambience perfume. Then she is going to write a quick report of all the choices made, so that the room will be fully decorated with all the visitor preferences. While Kajit is doing that, this one has some sweet rolls and birch cookies waiting to be eaten right there. Feel free to relax and enjoy the pastries before starting the evening celebrations. And again, dear visitor, welcome to the Villimere Inn, and we wish this one a wonderful heart.